We are watching possibly the dirtiest player in NBA history. Not the most physical, not the most intense, not the biggest trash talker, the dirtiest. And the uncomfortable part? It doesn't look obvious at first. There's no wild swinging elbows, no cartoon villain energy, no obvious cheap shots that get replayed for weeks. Instead, it's subtle, it's layered. It's the kind of physicality that lives in gray areas, until suddenly it doesn't. Because at some point, hard-nosed defender turns into something else. Think back to the Jokic incident. Late game tension, bodies colliding. Jokic goes down in a way that doesn't look natural. Not like a clean contest. Not like two players fighting for position. It looked tangled, awkward, dangerous, flagrant 2, ejection. And Jokic called it unnecessary.
Chippy game, what was your perspective on the foul Dort committed?
It is what it is, I'm not going to comment. It's unnecessary move and unnecessary reaction. There is no such a thing. I think they're not supposed to be those things in a basketball floor, so it was just unnecessary move and unnecessary reaction by me.
Did you feel like it was just to that player or anything previous?
We know they're chippy, they're handy, they're a little bit, on the edge, but I think we responded well.
That word matters more than people realize. Unnecessary means it wasn't required to make the play. It wasn't instinct. It wasn't survival. It was extra. And in a league built on balance and elevation, extra contact can end seasons. Here's what makes this uncomfortable. Dort isn't some random bench player clawing for minutes. He's built his reputation on defense. He guards the best scorer every night. He crowds your dribble. He bodies you up. He plays like every possession is personal. Thunder fans love him for that, and they should. Every contender needs someone who sets a tone, someone who isn't afraid of friction. But friction can turn into fire. Watch closely and you'll notice a pattern. It's not always upper body contests. It's hips, it's legs, it's lower body contact in mid-motion. It's the kind of stuff that doesn't just disrupt a shot, it disrupts balance. And balance is everything in basketball. When a player is airborne, they're vulnerable, completely vulnerable. They trust that defenders will contest vertically, that contact will be predictable, that they'll land safely. Lower body contact changes that equation. Trips don't look like basketball plays. They look intentional, even when they aren't. And once a player gains a reputation for that kind of contact, every borderline moment feels amplified. One clip is an accident. 2 clips spark debate. 3 clips become a narrative. And right now, the narrative around Dort is getting louder. The thing is, he doesn't need to play that way. When he stays disciplined, he's elite. Strong enough to guard wings, quick enough to stay with guards, smart enough to anticipate. There are stretches where he locks players up without crossing any lines, which makes the controversial moments feel unnecessary. That's the word again, unnecessary. Here's where it gets deeper than just one foul. Reputations in the NBA don't come from watching 48 full minutes. They come from moments, slow motion replays, freeze frames, social media loops, the angle that shows a foot sliding under someone's base, the angle that shows a hip shifting just enough. Fans don't remember defensive rating. They remember who hit the floor. And once that memory sticks, everything after it feels intentional. Is Dort waking up trying to hurt people? There's no evidence of that, and it would be unfair to say so. But there is evidence of a defender who consistently flirts with the edge of dangerous contact. A defender whose intensity sometimes bleeds into recklessness. A defender who plays so close to the line that from certain angles, it doesn't look like there's a line at all. That's where the dirtiest player conversation starts. Not because of one dramatic act, but because of repeated risk. And here's the uncomfortable question. How many times can something look avoidable before we stop calling it coincidence? The NBA today is faster than ever. Players jump higher, land harder, move at sharper angles. Lower body interference isn't just annoying, it's hazardous. One mistimed bump can mean weeks on the injury report. So when Jokic, arguably the best player alive, reacts the way he did, people notice. Jokic isn't dramatic, he doesn't exaggerate. If he says something crossed the line, it resonates. And once that moment exists, every future play is judged through it. That's how labels stick. The scary part for Dort is this. He has all the tools to be remembered as one of the toughest defenders of his era. He could be defined by resilience, by strength, by competitive fire. Instead, he's hovering near a different legacy. Because in basketball, there's a razor-thin line between enforcer and liability. Enforcers set tone without risking careers. Liabilities gamble with someone else's body. Right now, Dort is walking that line every single night. And if he doesn't adjust, if those unnecessary moments keep appearing, we might not just be watching a physical defender. We might be watching the most quietly controversial defender this league has ever seen. And once that title sticks, it never really goes away.